And the background on this thank you is that in 1926, the village residents, your forebears, passed a referendum to pay for a pipe. And that pipe was to handle stormwater south of 47th Street, and it went into a place called the McCook Ditch. And that pipe served its function ably, paid for by your predecessors. In the early 1990s, things changed. The pipe was severed. The water undeniably kept coming, and so it would move into the quarry. As do all good villages, after a while, a village rises up and says it's time to modernize. It's time to handle the capacity. We've had more building, and we need to, once again, take matters into our own hands. And there was a referendum passed, and in that referendum, which was approved, the funding for improving our stormwater system occurred. I'll jump to the end, because in the middle, there was quite a discussion, I'll put it in quotes, with our neighbor, the quarry, as to the best mitigation and disposition of that stormwater. Long story short, the matter was settled, and we were able to reach an agreement that allows the project to move forward. So that has happened in the last few months. There's three people that were very significant allies in that effort, and I'll handle them one at a time. We'll call them up and say thank you and maybe ask them to say a few words. The first one is Representative Dan Lipinski. Representative Lipinski, who is an engineer, who is someone who is focused on infrastructure, I don't think we would have made it, folks, had his office and Brian from his office. Where's Brian? Would you stand up? He's usually in the back. Or has he left? He's at Palm. Oh, there he is, right there. All right, now you can sit down, because Brian was active because he had a boss. He had a boss that was even more active in Dan Lipinski. And so Representative Lipinski was firm with us. He was fair. He was fact-based. He wasn't going to just let us raise our voice and get what we want. We made the case. He went 10 out of 10 rounds with us until we got a settlement. And again, I don't think we would have made it without his assistance in this. So, Representative Lipinski, would you please come up here? Thank you. And do we have a plaque or something? We can at least give you a plaque for all your efforts. It's a manhole cover, says Trustee Holder, engraved. On behalf of the Village of La Grange, it's our pleasure to provide this plaque to you with really the provisions of thanks and appreciation for a Herculean effort. We've got a long way to go, but this got us there and really put us in a different place, going to help a lot of people. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I remember the mayor coming to me a few years ago in talking about issues with flooding. You need to do something about the flooding, and sort of things moved forward here in La Grange, and then the problems arose with the quarry. And it was, to put it mildly, not easy dealing with the quarry, dealing with Hanson. And we went back and forth, and I really want to thank Mariana Spiropoulos, who, as president of MWRD, stood there with us and fought with us to get this done, to make sure the water had a place to go. This took a lot more work than it probably should have, more work than I expected it to. I'm not sure how many times we thought we had it done, and then let's just say someone said that no, we wasn't done, but finally we all came together. But this is what happens when elected officials all work together. Elected officials on all different levels come together, fight together for their constituents. You can get get good, important things done. So thank you very much, Mayor, Tom, for all your work. Thanks, Andre, for your work in this battle. And as I said, thank Mariana Spiropoulos and also McCook Mayor Jeff Tobolski and the County Commissioner Tobolski for his work in all this. But it's great to see something good get done. So thank you very much for this.
Thank you.